weirdly enough, I did just do a full recap video, which I still don't know if I'm gonna drop. Might drop it, but think I should just talk about this fight specifically. Just talk about this one, because of course this fight, you know, surprised me in many ways. First of all, let me say this, great finish by Imavov. He found the right shot, given the circumstances. He capitalized and he landed on Izzy, put him to sleep. Yeah, not really put him to sleep, but like he dropped him. We're gonna get into the stoppage a little bit later and all that other stuff. But I'm gonna start off by saying this. First of all, in the first round, it started. I liked the way Izzy was fighting. He was doing a great job, man, throwing the low kicks. He was finding his range. He was kind of out kickboxing Imavov like he should have been. Like he was just landing the better shots. He was picking him apart. He was making him work. And Imavov was trying to find his boxing exchanges. They weren't really doing much. They weren't really he wasn't really landing anything, but he was trying to find the timing. Inevitably in the first round, Imavov did land kind of an uppercut, shovel hook, whatever it was, and it kind of snapped Izzy's head back. I was like, oh shoot, that got Izzy attention. And then he continued down on it, and then Izzy kind of did his slick little movement, then counter 1-2, big hook landed on Imavov. Imavov just ate it too though, And then the moral of the story, the first round was like that one big moment from Imavov. Izzy returned after that big moment with some hooks, and then the rest of the fight was really just Izzy controlling the ring with his low kicks that were heavy, and they did look like they had a significant effect on Imavov. Also in this first round, Nassourdine Imavov was wrestling a lot, and to no avail. I was not surprised. When he gets Izzy in a bad spot, Izzy would get up or get out. Izzy, he thought he could outmuscle Izzy. Izzy himself was putting some wizards on him, trying to reverse him. Izzy was showing a full MMA, not masterclass, but yeah, he was just beating him everywhere. Every time Imavov was trying to shoot in the open, get stuff. He was just, everything he was doing wasn't surprising. I knew, I seen people say Nassourdine was gonna be strong enough to hold him against the fence, and I was like, nah, Izzy just got to worry about his quick hands, for the first 2 rounds. And yeah, Izzy was doing a great job stuffing the takedowns, great job controlling the distance, great job landing the low kicks, and he responded well. To a point where going into the second round, I saw Imavov going to his seat, his corner, and he was huffing and puffing already. I was like, yeah, this guy's not, Imavov's not used to wrestling. That's not what he's used to. So this was fatiguing him crazy. You could tell his gas tank was he was fatiguing. He looked tired. Second round starts, and then Izzy's back on it. Izzy's with the low kick. The low kick was eating up Imavov, and I was like, yes, this is exactly how I drew it up. This is exactly how I envisioned the fight going. Izzy using the low kicks, frustrating Imavov. Imavov comes in sloppy because the leg kick is hurting him, and then he gets caught. I'm saying they're throwing. Izzy's going body, head, low kick, head. He's just mixing up his kicks from the midsection to the leg, and then the situation happens where Izzy gets poked. Now this is a situation people wanted me to talk about. Watching it live, I didn't really even realize it until after my chat was you guys realize that Kenny, Izzy got poked. I'm like, he did get poked, didn't he? What round was that? Not knowing it would literally happen right before the finish. So Izzy gets poked, right? And then Carter tries to step in and stop it. Carter was okay, Izzy, oh, let me stop the fight. Time. And then Izzy was no, wait. Izzy was still holding his eyes too. He's like, nah, wait. And then he's like, we're good. He wasn't you could tell that he wasn't fully bro. He was just trying to. I'm not saying it's an ego thing. Izzy has done that before. You know what I'm saying? People are trying to make memes. Oh yeah, he's trying to out Pereira Max, dude. He's trying to make it the nut shot situation. Nut shots and eye pokes are 2 different things, dude. Nut shot is not it doesn't avert your vision. It doesn't affect your balance or whatever. It's different from a nut shot. But yeah, he eye poked him. And then what made it weird, at first I was okay, what was 20 seconds after, 30 seconds after? It happened almost directly after. After the eye poke, Izzy throws a body kick, lands flush in Imavov's midsection, and then Imavov throws the punch, and it was on the same side, dude, as Izzy got eye poked, and he drops Izzy. And I remember I was like, bro, I paused, oh my God. And then Imavov jumps on him, and he starts ground and pounding him, and then Goddard was very eager to push him off. I'll say this though, Goddard was eager to push him off, and at first I was like, what the fuck? What? That's a kind of an early stoppage. Did Izzy get dropped? Yes. Was he getting ground and pounded? Yes. But he was still he was getting to his back, he was moving, and I was like, oh my God, early stoppage. And then the only reason I'm okay with people saying it wasn't an early stoppage, even though the stoppage was kind of questionable, is because when Izzy tried getting up, he looked a little bit awkward. Obviously you just got rocked. You're not gonna be 100% oh, get back up to your feet, but it was just a weird stoppage. But the thing about Goddard, chat, I swear I have a theory that Goddard he stops Izzy fights. He doesn't, I don't think he's fond of Izzy, dude. Like the way he stopped the Alex Pereira one fight, I know people would be like, "Oh, but Kenny, 10 more seconds, Izzy would have went out." Okay, so let Izzy go on the shield. You know what I'm saying? Especially the Alex Pereira fight was for a belt. You know, let Izzy go out on the shield. You know, I've seen worse. I've seen way worse stoppages. And then this fight happens. Izzy gets dropped. He's still moving. It's not like he's out. He's not flat. He's not flattened out, getting like, you know, hit. And he's still like, you know, he's moving. Like he's moving. He's trying to get up. And then Goddard pushes off again. And you're probably like, okay, but Kenny, that's normal. Well, the reason is I think about it when Goddard was reffing Adesanya versus Gaslam. I swear, guys, look back at the first round because some of you guys aren't going to remember the fight. Gaslam, kid you not, probably got dropped like 4 times in the last like 2 minutes or like 1.5 minutes. He was getting dropped. Izzy would drop, land a big ground and pound shot, bang, bang, bang. And then Goddard would just be like, he wasn't even trying to stop. He's just like, okay, cool. Goddard's just like, I don't know why he does that. Like, that should have, why didn't that get stopped, you know? Like, Izzy didn't even get dropped in the Alex Pereira fight, but it got stopped, you know? At least in Imavov, this fight, you know, he got dropped. So, like, I get that. You know, and the stoppage was, like, kind of stupid because, like, Izzy was moving. But the reason I'm not fully angry at the stoppage was given that, like, he looked a little bit dizzy after the fact. But, like, it is what it is. So, you know, and then, like, people always are like, oh, what's he going to do now? People, my live stream was saying Kabbalov or something. Like, dude, honestly, man, like I said, it hurts. But it could be the end of an era. I think it could be. Like, I feel like Izzy done a lot in this game, dude. And I know the haters been waiting for this day. They've been waiting to see him, like, finally, you know, get knocked out. Because the DDP fight, it happened. Yeah, he lost, you know. But, like, Izzy was looking great beforehand, you know. And then he got choked. Even the Strickland fight, like, I could, like, honestly watching, I just thought, like, that's just like a bad day in the office for Izzy. That's how I felt, you know. This fight, like, I get on paper, you can't say the same thing. Like, Izzy would look way better than him before the finish. But, like, the only thing that points to maybe, like, it's a little different is that, like, Izzy, look at any Izzy fight. Izzy's really good at rolling with punches. Like, I noticed if you throw punches at Izzy, he rolls with them pretty well. In this fight, he wasn't really rolling with, like, well, he was rolling, but, like, he wasn't rolling how he usually does. Like, I swear, it's very hard to land cleanly on Izzy because he's always moving. Instead, even in DDP fight, like, DDP would throw that stupid combo, like that stupid 1-2 that sometimes will land on Izzy or push Izzy's head back. But every time DDP does that blitz, Izzy was moving back. So while Izzy was moving back, he'd get pushed, right? And his head, like, the counter would kind of just hit him. But it's different here because when Izzy would, like, I feel like he didn't roll with the punch. Like, Izzy's never got knocked out in the UFC, got cold, at least. The TKO with Pereira was the only time he got knocked out in the UFC, TKO'd. Quite, like, but it was a questionable stoppage. But he didn't really, like, he wasn't moving like Izzy. Like, he wasn't rolling with the punches, you know. Which is weird because I feel like after the first round, he would respect his power after he hit you with that, like, a clean little shovel hook. But that's not what happened, you know. So, it's a weird pill to swallow. It's weird, dude. And like I said, that's why I look at this. And if Izzy were to retire, I know most fighters. This is how you get most fighters. They struggle a little bit, you know, get knocked out or something. They keep fighting. They keep fighting. They keep fighting. I don't need that from Izzy. I don't need like a, you know, keep pushing through it because you know. I believe Izzy's still top of his game, but I feel like a knockout changes someone in a sense, you know. But I feel like a knockout's also, it makes fighters want to get in there again. Like ASAP. Oh, let me get in there again. Volkanovski, Islam. Oh, let me get in there again against Ilya. Then he gets knocked out again. You know, and before that, Volk, like, did he have a horrible chin problem? Not really. Like, Volk would take punches well. You know? I don't think Izzy's going to retire, if I'm being real. I don't think Izzy is going to retire. I don't. I think he's going to want to fight again. But if you are asking me, like, Kenny, what should Izzy do? I feel like it's okay if he retires. You know? Like I said, I'm a fan. I'll always support him. I'll always watch every fight he's a part of. But I wouldn't mind. Like, if he retired, I wouldn't be like, oh, fuck, Izzy, come on, dude. You have so much more to give. He probably does. And can he beat Imavov if they ran it back? If they fought 10 times, could he beat Imavov 9 times? Yes. You know? It's really the first 2 rounds of Imavov boxing that's dangerous. That dude's, he's quick-handed. I said that in my prediction. I was like, the only thing I'm worried about is just the quick hands of Imavov. But after the first 2 rounds, Izzy should be good. I kept saying the first 2 rounds because I was watching so much film on Imavov, and the speed in the first 2 rounds, it starts to dilute by the 3rd and 4th, and this will be a championship fight, you know. So I was very confident, like, Izzy just picking him apart using the low kicks, and like I said, Izzy looked great until he didn't. So yeah, man, it's a tough pill to swallow. Like, I know some people are privileged in the UFC. Listen, bro, if you have a favorite fighter, chat, and they're yet to lose, like, bro, embrace it, dude. Like, love it. Like, you're in the good days right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never had this happen. Like, I've never had my favorite fighter get knocked. I mean, Usman, the Usman Leon knockout, I could like live with that because I was almost like Usman was destroying him clearly. for like damn near 4 rounds. Izzy, like, he was beating him the first and like beating him at the start of the second with the low kicks and all that stuff, but I guess is the way. I don't know. Like, I guess it did happen with Usman, and Usman came back kind of a little hesitant, but this one just feels a little different. It sucks, and I know I'm gonna get roasted because that's how shit goes, isn't it? Your favorite fighter loses, you're gonna have to take the brunt of the boot sometimes. So it is what it is. Well done to Imavov. Imavov's good. I've said, and like, if you look at my channel, Glaze videos, like, look at the Cannonier Imavov fight week. I was telling people, Imavov's a future champion. Imavov is like, he's gonna beat Cannonier. He's like one, and I do still believe, like, future champion Hamza's gonna be tough for him. But like, do I think Imavov's really skilled? Yes. I had to like kind of be against Imavov for this fight week. I do love the guy, but like I said, it's different, man. Like, he's not. It's like I have favorite fighters, and Imavov might be one of them, but you're not. You're not on the same level as Izzy. So this one did hurt. I'd much rather see Imavov get knocked out than Izzy. But that's the name of the game, man. You can't, dude. The sport's unpredictable, man. It's so unpredictable, bro. And it sucks, but like, what can you do? What can you do? Just take it on the chin, innit? Take it on the chin. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna take it on the chin. I'm going to take the shit talk. I'm going to get my comments and my Twitter. I'm going to be on Twitter, my reaction. Just got to look at that shit again. Yeah. Like I said, Adesanya, a great fighter. But I just think it might be about that time. And what is Imavov goal for here? This is what, like I said, I don't know if I said this already, but I feel like Imavov should fight the loser of Dricus versus Sean Strickland. I'm assuming Strickland's going to lose. This is my assumption. And Imavov and Strickland will get their rematch. And maybe Imavov will beat him that time around. And then Dricus is going to win. Then Dricus is going to go fight Hamzat. Then the winner of Imavov Strickland will fight the winner of Dricus Hamzat. And I think it's going to be Hamzat versus maybe Strickland at the end of the year. Who knows? But I do think this is going to be a Hamzat Chimaev year as far as 2025 is concerned. I do think he'll inevitably hold the belt by the end of the year. But Imavov showed that he proved he's tough, dude. Imavov could probably be like a Brohalo, man. He has some grappling when needed. You know what I'm saying? His boxing, dude. That pocket boxing by Imavov is tough, dude. And we see he has power now. At first, it was like, did he really have pop in his punches? Like, yeah, he TKO'd Jared Cannonier, but even the way he knocked out Jared Cannonier was like a little bit early. In my head, I was like, I just don't see him knocking out Izzy. Maybe I did deep down, but I didn't want to say it out loud, give it energy, But this fight sucks, man. This hurts, dude. Like I said, it hurts. But yeah, that's what I think Imavov should do. As far as Izzy, if Izzy still wants to stick around, maybe there's some people in the top 6 to 10 that he wants to fight. But does Izzy need to really be fighting? Like, I almost feel like it's almost disrespecting Izzy at that point, fighting some of these other guys, But I'm sure Izzy's going to want to stay to the fight game and keep fighting. But, so I can't fault him for that. But, yeah, if I'm Izzy, great career, dude. Like, it's not even something to hang your head low about if you're going off on an L. You didn't look bad in this fight. You can see the frustration on Izzy when he got knocked out, like punching the octagon. He was like, bro, I could have kept going, this, that, and the third. Like, he was ready. But the punch changes the fight, man. Well done, Imavov, But, yeah, we'll see. Whatever Adesanya does, I will support, bro. Whether he's leaving, whether he's retiring, whether he's fighting, some other ranked guy. But after DDP versus DDP versus Izzy, I remember like Izzy, like I don't know what Izzy should fight next. Then the Imavov door opened up. I'm sure there's gonna be more people calling for Izzy, dude. It's just a matter of Izzy wants to stick around. But yeah, that's it for me, bro. Let me know what you guys think about this fight, about the stoppage, about the eye poke, all that stuff. I'm curious to hear your opinion. I'm sure the comment section is just gonna be flooded with all copes, so it is what it is. But that's it for me. Have a good one, and God bless you guys. Peace, man. 2, 3, 4.